What would you do if you heard scratching at your window in the middle of the night? Halloween 1991, a night filled with spooky decorations, candy hunts, and scary movies. But for one family in a quiet suburb near Houston, Texas, it became more than just fun and games. It became a night to remember, or rather never to forget. The house was surrounded by thick woods back then, a curved row of homes now, but back then, a forest. Our story begins in a little boy's bedroom, just 2 years old, tucked under his covers, drifting off after a long night of trick-or-treating. His older brothers were in their rooms, his parents watching Night of the Living Dead in the living room. It seemed normal until he heard it. A faint scratching, like tiny claws on glass, only there was no glass door in his room, and they didn't have a pet. He lay still, listening. The only sounds were the hum of the ceiling fan and the TV in the other room. Then they came again, scratch, 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 coming from the base of the window. His eyes shot to the window. It was just a forest outside, the moonlight glinting off the tree branches, but the sound didn't stop. The scratching seemed to grow louder, closer, as if something was trying to get in. The child's mind raced. Was it a ghost? A monster? The boogeyman his brothers had warned him about? Or something even worse? Finally, fear became too much to bear. He screamed. His mother flew to the room, like a firefighter charging through a door. He told her about the sound, how something was trying to break in, and then, to their horror, she heard it too. She turned on the light and rushed to the window. But there was nothing there. No shadowy figure, no animal, no ghost, nothing at all. Yet the scratching continued. Panicked, she called for the boy's father, and soon the brothers joined in, pop guns at the ready. The dad went to the window, scanning the yard. The forest was still. The night was silent, except for that persistent scratch, scratch, scratch. Then finally, the source revealed itself. Percolations above the bed. Scraping against the wall was the grinning face of the jack-o'-lantern cutout. Its plastic surface shifted in the wind from the ceiling fan. The thumbtack holding it in place had come loose, allowing it to move just enough to make that eerie scratching noise. So as soon as the father took it down, the scratching stopped. Relief flooded the room, but that Halloween fright was something they'd never forget. Even now, decades later, the brothers still joke about it. The night when the boogeyman turned out to be a plastic jack-o'-lantern blown by the wind. So the next time you hear a strange sound in the night, remember, it might not be a monster, or it just might be. Have you ever had a Halloween scare like this? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more creepy stories.